All right, everyone, welcome back. We are at what is now session 4, and this is going to be the big one. I am JP Nicoletta.
And I'm Sean Waxman of Waxman's Gym.
And this is going to be the premiere session of day 2 of the Arnold. At least on the men's side, we just saw future Olympian Jenny Arthur clean and jerk 135 kilos, snatched 102.
It's very impressive.
And in all likelihood secured the $9,000 cash prize on the women's side. But now we've got the men. And in this group, we've got a pretty tight competition. There are a couple of guys who could make it to the top of the heap here. You got to figure Norik Vardanyan, who at 94 kilos would be our favorite to do it. But we've got some other really good ones. David Garcia, Ethan Harrick, 105's Kevin Cornell. This is going to be a really great group of lifting, and we're going to start things off here with 100.
Charlie's interesting because he's snatched 150 before in training, but I know he's getting off a back injury, so he is opening up very low. I don't think he's in the best shape because of that injury. So,
I agree. This is definitely not Charlie at his best. He did 131 at the Nationals in Dallas. He's got 120 here.
Yeah, so well below his best.
Yeah, I know it says 131 on screen, but it's actually 120 kilos is what he's starting with here.
Stabilizes on the way up. He receives the down signal, and unfortunately a no lift.
All right, well, he's doing his best. I know he is.
And he's back on the clock at 20 for his second attempt. And he's going to follow himself on his third anyway.
Yes.
So he found weightlifting, I guess, later on in life, and then, founded Caffeine and Kilos and co-founded Caffeine and Kilos.
He's been a busy man.
Yeah.
I love his enthusiasm. He's an interesting cat. Get it, Charlie. Come on. There you go.
All right. Well, this one will work.
All
right. And Charlie comes back nicely, and that is a
all right. So he's in the mix. I know how to motivate.
At the ground. A little shaky overhead there, but not a bad job.
The lifter from that lifted for
Uzbekistan.
Begaliev. He actually should have won that, but there was a bad call by his coach.
They picked the wrong weight on his last attempt.
Picked the wrong weight. So Majay Ping was his coach, and he really screwed up the call there. So Leo definitely got a gift.
Well, and the other thing too, Leo was in very tight competition with him. I mean, there's a couple of big names here that could do some big numbers. So we've got Kevin Cornell here,
and he's I know this is the highlight of his year. He's the self-proclaimed champion of the Arnold.
Well, yeah, he has won the Arnold as a 105 last couple of years, yeah.
Opening a little lower than I would have thought.
This is not the type of lifting we've seen in the past from Kevin. Oh.
Slipped away out front on the way
beg to differ.
For a no lift for Kevin Cornell. We will find out if he chooses to.
Super talented lifter.
So Cornell is going to be on a 2-minute clock for his second attempt. He's started lifting in 2007, so he's been around a long time. Long-time Pittsburgh barbell athlete, lifted under reach.
I mean, Kevin is very capable of making this and a lot more.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much he's been training.
Exactly. This 130 is not anywhere near what he's done in the past, just a couple of years ago. And there you go.
He moves as good as anybody at that size in the world, I think. I always thought that physical ability-wise, he had the physical ability to be a medalist internationally, I think.
Let's go to that replay on Kevin. Like Sean talks about, just
he's
very good.
Incredibly fast. I'm not familiar with this lifter.
Shuttleworth, garage strength.
He owns. He's one of the owners of
Earthfed.
Earthfed Muscle.
Earthfed Muscle, yeah, and they're sponsors here. So this is not only the best men's lifters. This is the sponsorship lifting group.
Battle of
You can pay your way into this session.
The lifter, DJ
Well, you like to see sponsors that are actually know about the product, the people they're trying to sell to.
Right, exactly.
Something to be said for that.
So Shuttleworth is a 94 kilo lifter. He's done, at his best, he's done 150.
Oh, okay.
Last year at the Nationals, he snatched 47. So
All right. Good
nice
lift.
opener there with 35.
Good opening attempt for DJ Shuttleworth at 135 kilos. He lives in the 94.
Doesn't look like he's been lifting very long. He's a little technical. He looks like he's incredibly strong. A little. His coordination isn't the best, but it looks like he's a guy that's just still learning how to lift.
Well, you're right. He hasn't been lifting long. His first meet ever was in 2014 at the Mason-Dixon Open.
That's what it looks like. Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yes. All right, so here's Cornell for his third. Missed his opener.
Came back with a strong second attempt. I do enjoy watching him lift. Yeah,
there you go.
Great.
All right, Cornell pours it on strong and knocks down 135 kilograms. We will see him soon in the clean and jerk.
So here's Stemo, 140 kilos, 308 pounds. Nathan is 85 kilo lifter. He's one of the lighter lifters in this group. There's only one other athlete who weighed in lighter than him, qualified. I don't know that I've ever seen him lift before.
I can't say that I'm familiar.
Milwaukee, 140 kilos.
Year of birth, 95. So last year he was a junior. He's 21 now.
It's good lifting for a kid this young. Nice lift.
Easy opener. Good job.
Nice lift.
And that is a very nice opening attempt for Nathan Stemo at 140 kilograms.
And here's Koppenhaver.
Koppenhaver, Mashley, 140 kilos.
He's another one. He's opening with 40 here. His best official lift is 150.
Nice lift. Very smooth.
Good job there. He's been lifting since 2012.
Very nice. Great opener there at 140 kilos.
So he's a few years in at this point.
So in this session, we actually have one foreign lifter from Poland.
Two-time Olympian.
Yes, two-time Olympian. Weighs 80 kilos. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits into this whole. I would imagine 150 is a low opener for him.
Well, he's a little bit past his prime. He's a two-time Olympian as a 77.
Oh,
Shramiak.
that's right.
Yeah. But right now we've got Shuttleworth. This is his second attempt. He did 135, I think, on his opener. So it's a big jump.
Oh.
Swung just a pinch. He tried to correct. It wasn't quite there. We will give
He's
him
definitely a
an
strong
opportunity
kid.
to
He just
make
definitely
that.
needs to work on that
Let's
bar
go
path
ahead
a little
and
bit.
your lifter.
So here's Russman. He's a big dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, he is a big man. What are his best?
His best total is 320. He has snatched 150.
All right.
From what I could tell. He's been lifting a little over 2 years.
All right, so he's doing fine. Man, he's big.
No lift there.
Unfortunately, a no lift at 145.
Takes a little bit longer for bigger guys to develop. So I would imagine it's going to take him 5 or so years to really kind of figure out how to lift. It's going to take it. I don't know if he has enough time to figure it out before he starts to get decrepit.
Well, I'm going to tell him you said that.
I'll be on my flight home before that happens.
Just wait till tomorrow morning before I do it. All right, so here's Stemo's second attempt. 145 kilos. He made 140 on his opener.
And he made it well. It looked good.
This is 319 pounds.
Very nice.
Nice
Very
job.
nice.
Well done, Nathan. That is
He's very smooth. I like.
Yeah,
I like
he's
the
a
way
good
he lifts.
lifter, and he's lifting in now. I mean, this is 145 is very good lifting, and I think he's going to take a crack at 150.
And again, you have that kid Harrison as a junior youth or youth 77.
Right. So in a few years, anyway, you'd
he's
expect
gonna-
he'd be an 85.
He's gonna he'll make it to the 85s and probably on his way up. But
Next quad. All right, good job
That's
by
better.
Russell here. That's a good comeback.
That's better.
All right, there we go.
Well, like we mentioned, he has done 150, so I wouldn't be shocked if we see 51.
No, not at all. All right, let's see if he can keep the bar close and stabilize overhead. Not much history on
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, he's been to 2 national events that we can tell. I think he's also been to national universities,
Not today.
actually.
Not today at 145. He is
Again, I think as he does this, the more he does this, the better he'll get.
Dosterchill, I've seen before, very strong.
He is out of St. Louis and is a lab
320 total at 94 is pretty good.
Well, actually, from what I've seen, he's done 330.
Oh, 330.
He entered today with 320. That was what he put on his entry.
330, 50 and 80.
50 and 80. It's big lifting. He was actually on the University Worlds team that went to Chiang Mai in 2014. So he's lifted internationally for us. He's actually 6th at nationals over the summer.
In a tough weight, 6th in a tough weight class. It's pretty commendable.
He's been to 3 nationals. Placed 4th at 2013.
Nice
Good
job.
lift.
It's a good
All right,
lift.
that is a good lift for Kyle. I like
That's
to
a
lift
good start.
weights
You heard.
and
I don't know if
Dosterchill.
you saw that on screen.
Loader.
He mouthed
The bar
51.
140. Bar stays at 146. The lifter will be
I would say that's a pretty good call. He smoked that 46.
Yes,
That
he
was
did.
nice. So here's Koppenhaver's second attempt. Right past him.
Unfortunately, a bit of a swing there for Koppenhaver at 146. So a no lift. We're
So
gonna keep
important
146
to keep
for
the
just
bar
a moment
close.
till the additional flavor comes into play.
All right, so here comes Daniel out.
Hey, Dan, let's get behind
for
it,
his
folks.
third
146 kilograms. Come on.
Oh!
Nice
Again.
effort.
Unfortunately, another
Pushing it
repeat of
away.
the second, but he does hit 140 kilos on his own.
So he has made some really nice progress.
Yes, he has.
Turned 21. And he's really put it together over the last year. So you got to figure he is, without doubt, looking at the A session
Yes.
in May at the Nationals.
You know, as an 85, he's right at the
Right on that border.
right on the border. And this
Right.
is where either you stop making progress or you continue to
To
go.
that
This
next
is
level.
this is the stopping point for most people. I don't think that's going to be his problem.
No. You see wide collar to collar grip too. That's it's his third attempt. It's the first time I noticed that.
Oh, too slow.
Unfortunately, not there.
Just
at
a little heavy there,
148
but
kilos for
you know,
Nathan,
I
but
got to
he
tell
hit
you,
right
it's a good
145
start to his
for
day.
Yeah.
I'm really looking
Nice
forward
round
to
of
seeing him
applause.
in the clean and jerk. But here we go with the international
I
representative.
thought he was going to go open higher, but as you had said, he's on the
backside of the golf course. Yeah. Zhramiak is a 2-time Olympian, 2004 Olympics. That's back in Greece.
Jeez Louise. All right.
Bombed, and then in 2008
All right,
he was
the bar has
8th.
been loaded. 1 minute on the
353
clock.
total.
Zhramiak is your
But he
lifter,
did compete
150
in
kilos.
Houston earlier this year at the Worlds. He finished 13th. Snatched 153 there.
Oh, so he's right around his current bests.
Yeah, lifting a little heavy. I mean, he has done over 160. He is as seasoned as it
That
gets.
is beautiful lift.
I'm just going to let the lifting speak.
And he's been lifting essentially forever. I mean, if you look back in his career, if you look him up, I mean, he's been lifting. All right, so here's Dostershill up. He had called for 51 before,
I
but
guess
looks like Justin Thacker talked him down a kilo. Coach.
I wonder if it is, what's his PR in the snatch? Is it 50?
I think it's 50.
That's probably why he called it 51.
That's why he wanted it,
Yeah.
Yes. So this will match his official best.
I could appreciate the
enthusiasm,
zeal.
absolutely. He looks good. That's as good as it comes.
Really good.
All right, folks, you are looking at some extremely powerful men knocking down big weights.
I pretty much liked everything about that.
Yeah.
He weighed 168.
Apparently he's been on a diet since then because now he's down to 166.
I mean, that is huge.
That's as big as my super.
370-pound dude.
I think my super's about the same.
Rustman, Dostershill, Christolis.
Yep. Works at Joliet West High School. Outside of Chicago.
Hey!
Made 45 on his second attempt.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows it.
Well, he's strong
he
because, I mean, he's...
He takes his down signal.
So,
in order to do what he just did, it requires so much strength.
Yeah. Mike's been pretty sure Mike's been on the medal stand before at national competition. A couple of occasions. He was fourth in Dallas at nationals, but in 2014 at Salt Lake City, he was third at nationals. But Kritsolis he's an experienced lifter. He's been around a while. Ohio native. And his personal best is 160, so if he has a good start to his day, you can see him get up into PR territory, maybe by his second attempt.
And he's in good shape for a super. He's lean and...
He's 120.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of on the smaller side for a super.
Oh. Another one of the swinging the bar away.
But it was light.
This will be his second attempt. He is lifting at 80 kilos today.
So you got to figure Zramiak at this 155 kilo range. He is, if you can hear it in the background, Mike Kaleli, our stadium announcer, is thinking the same thing as me in that he is very much in the running for the top prize.
Yes.
I think Norik is probably going to have to snatch in the high 160s. Maybe if the clean and jerk will separate them, but at least as far as the snatch.
Norik's got to stay right. He doesn't have to go take chances in the snatch because I think his clean and jerk is going to be much better.
That's what separates him. But, Zramiak is in at 80.
It's true.
And he's good 15 kilos lighter. Or at least 10 kilos lighter.
Wow.
That's another good lift.
Beautiful.
All right. Very impressive lift there.
Boy, I wish I could look that good on the backside of my career.
Man. So here's Kyle out for his third attempt. So far he's been money.
Kyle's been great. Yes, he's really.
So this will be a big PR for him, 4 kilo PR, or
4.
4.
No, 5. You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just a little too much.
Unfortunately, a no lift at 155, but he is credited with 150 on.
So we'll see what he clean and jerks. All right, so here's Ethan Herrick, formerly of the Muscle Driver crew. I don't know if the team is officially dissolved.
Yes, everything is dissolved. Yes.
So Ethan is here. He's been silver at the American Open. You talk about how good the 105 class is. He's been silver at the American Open the last 2 years. And on both sides of him have been 4 different lifters. So the lifters who've placed first and third the last 2 years at American Open have all been different. He's been second both times. And he's been just up and coming recently, and he's got a very big clean and jerk. So
he's got an odd style about him. The bar, he moves very slowly, but
he makes lifts.
But he keeps moving.
Yeah. He's a power jerker, too.
Yeah. And his technique's still a little bit rough, but my Lord, is he strong.
His first competition was in 2013.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still pretty young in weightlifting terms.
It's actually moves a lot better than I've seen.
So that is a very good opener.
And I think he trains by himself.
All right, so here's Osorio.
And he's been lifting very well as of late. He just, I think, a PR clean and jerk at 206 recently.
Yes.
So,
in training, I think. Oh, no, it was at a local meet.
Yes.
In the Midwest, that's correct.
So he's lifting very well.
So here's 2014 World Team member D'Angelo Osorio.
And his weight is up, too, which is nice.
Ooh, Ethan?
No, Osorio.
Yeah, he's even up for him. It's only 100 kilos.
Right.
That'll benefit him today, actually. Because we are going by Sinclair formula.
It's no mistake that his weight's up and his clean and jerk is up.
Yeah, he's on the board with a 198 opener. His clean and jerk. Right now, 58 as easy as it comes. Man, it's not supposed to be that easy.
What's his best snatch?
Officially, I don't know that he's done more than 59. I know he's tried 60 a few times. No, 61.
Okay, that's what I
Last
thought.
year, here at the trial, at this point, with the exception of Sarmiak, who he's got to keep an eye on because he's so much lighter. But Vardanyan, if he wants to win, he's just got to outpace these guys.
Yes.
And Vardanyan right now is not on the USAW Pan Am rankings, but he is the top-ranked 94 based on his result at the Grand Prix in Russia last December.
But he has to lift at nationals to get consideration for Pan Ams, I'd imagine.
Correct. He's a little bit heavy today, actually, at 95.7. So we're really in the big boy territory now. Garcia opening with 160 in the snatch. Last year here at the Arnold, at the Pan Am qualifier, we saw a really big lift from him.
Yes.
171. He had just come back from his shoulder surgery, and he had Pan Ams on the brain, and he snatched 170. Unfortunately, not there in the clean and jerk.
I spoke with him earlier today. His training situation changed recently. He moved from the training center, and he's training with Ian Wilson now.
Northern California?
In Northern California. And he's real happy with that situation now, and he feels like he's doing his best lift.
But I'd like to see him get up into that high 160s. If he could snatch 70 today, that would be awesome.
That would be. He might need to.
Might need to win the money. Yeah, I agree. And his body weight is a full 105, so he's 105.3.
Right.
So really, if you think about it, any tie on body weight, whoever's lighter today is going to be the benefactor. More so than any normal.
Oh, Lord.
Unfortunately, not quite there for Michael at 160.
So Kriatsulis missed 55. Decided to move up.
Got to make lifts.
All right, so here's...
All right. I need a declaration for Kriatsulis, please.
Here's Christoph
Shramiak.
His best ever is 161.
Oh, wow. As a 77, though.
As a 77.
Right.
He does weigh 85.
I wonder what his best training lift is.
No,
Essentially, this is a training lift.
70.
Yeah.
Kriatsulis, Herrick.
He's 31 years old. That shoulder, that is an okay lift in my world. That is a good lift. They are.
They are. Those elbows flex just a little bit. Heck of an effort, though.
It wasn't his elbows. I said it right away when he went. That was his shoulders.
That's a questionable call.
Terry Groh, who is an international Category 1 referee. He's currently the head ref. Well, yes, he is the head referee for the USAW. Right now, head technical official Stan Bailey, who is an international Cat 1 referee. And then Rick Oder, who is a national level referee. It is Rick and Terry on the sides. They turned him down. Stanley did give him a white light on that lift.
And as the center judge, he had the best view.
And I got to tell you, that may have cost him a few bucks. He he would have very much benefited from that lift.
I'll keep my comments to myself on that whole situation. Oh, that's Michael's
Just
day right
not
there.
there.
It's too bad.
And Michael does not total in the snatch portion today.
And Osorio is opening up, well, at least listed, opening up 6 kilos heavier
In the clean and jerk.
clean and
But
jerk.
Herrick will play ball. If Ethan is in shape, I think he'll play ball. I don't know that 192 will be his opening clean and jerk.
162 kilos.
He is a thick kid, man.
Yeah, 160. And he weighed 112 at that meet in May where he did the 60 in the past. So
Wow.
that was going sideways.
Very impressive.
That was an impressive lift.
That is a good lift at 162 kilos.
So this is a bigger day than we might realize for Osorio, because right now Osorio, we can get into the rankings a little bit more when we move over to the clean and jerk, but in the 105 class where there is some serious talent, right now Osorio is not ranked in the top 15 in the country, and he's got to be looking at a 365 or so total to get there. So that means if he snatches 62, maybe 65, he's going to play in that 200 kilo clean and jerk range to possibly get himself into the top 15. So this is a big day for him. This is a huge lift. Money aside, Arnold aside, this is a big deal.
The placement, this is a big deal.
He looks game.
That's great. He looks good.
All right, so I would bet you're going to see him at 165 on his third, and he looks really good for it.
Very impressive lift.
On the Pan Am rankings right now, the top 94 is 368. But I know in Russia he did 371. So in terms of getting into the Olympic trial, Vardanyan is secure. Burns right now is on the outside looking at. He's on the outside for that group, but he'll be in the trial as well.
Wow. Oh, beautiful. That's a great lift.
That is a good lift. Good lift.
He's so smooth.
All right, we're
when
having
he's
some
on.
movement.
Well, and that's sort of the
Vardanyan.
theme in general, right? It's the jerk. I mean, that's what we were saying about Garcia. Norick sometimes in big pressure situations has missed the jerk that he needed.
And I know he had an injury which brought him to do the push jerk for a while, and I think he's back
to the split.
Oh. Very close, unfortunately not quite.
He needs to make that.
So now the situation is, I think David should stay at that 65.
Yes.
But
He's got to stay close.
He's got to stay close, but Ethan is the lighter of the three, between, of the two. I mean, Ethan is lighter than Garcia. So Garcia's at least got to hold pat and stay close to him. But I do think he needs to make that 65. Ethan made 62, and you got to figure his situation is the same as D'Angelo.
Yeah.
If he totals 365, he's on the trial. He's going to the trials. He's been named, I believe, to the Russia Grand Prix trip next month. So he's going to Russia again next month. He's going to be eligible for the Olympic trial.
That?
Yes.
Okay. He needs it to qualify.
The hand.
Not quite there, but he hit
Pop
a
the
punch
callus.
for 162 in the snatch in his second attempt.
So
yes.
he needs Russia to be able to eligible for the Olympics.
That's correct. So the way that it works, if we haven't
Olympic
explained it to the audience at home, if you don't know how it works, in order to be eligible for the 2016 Olympics, athletes have to have competed internationally at least twice starting since the 2014 World. In order, what the USAW has determined, in order to be eligible for the Olympic trial, you at least have to have one. Right now, Ethan has 0.
Right.
But if he goes to the Russia trip this month, he'll have 1. He's going. And the reason why you only need 1 is because the Pan Ams follow the Olympic trial or the Nationals. You will get your second one at Pan Ams where the men are going to qualify for an Olympic spot. right, so here's Osorio, 165, like I mentioned it would be. And let's see if he can bring this home. This would be a big deal for him.
Wow.
Oh, he sounds like a happy camper.
And if you can see in the background, Kevin Doherty
Kevin
is
Doherty's
going
losing his
crazy.
mind.
That's with good reason. He is on track
That is
to
great.
get himself into the top 15 in the country. A 200-kilo, that's a PR, but a 200-kilo clean and jerk, you got to think, is a very real possibility for Osorio.
And then, he, like I said, he just did 206. I don't know what he weighed when he did it, but 200 is well within his reach.
Exactly. These guys are delivering. This is a fantastic session that we're seeing. We are down to our final 2 attempts. Garcia has moved up to 70.
And he has to, which, well, he doesn't have to.
But
I understand why he's doing it. I don't know if I would have done it.
He's taking a big risk.
Well, maybe not, because the risk with him is in the jerk.
Right.
So, maybe he tries to give himself a little bit of more runway with going up in the snatch, so he's not as much pressure in the jerk.
All right, so here's Vardanian. This would tie what had been the American record set by Jared Fleming. This is a huge lift. Now, granted, Norik's a little heavy here, but 170 is a tremendous lift.
Close.
Just a little in front.
Not quite there. He is credited with 165 on his second, and we will see big clean and jerk.
So he certainly positioned well. The 170 would have gone a long way to help him.
Say it again.
170 would have gone a long way to help him here, but he is still in very good position. We'll be calculating the Sinclair numbers as the clean and jerk goes. But look at Garcia's face.
He knows he needs this.
I'm almost afraid to be sitting in front of him right now.
Oh.
Not there today. He is credited with 160.
All right, so that's going to be the last lift of this.
The lifter is going to be Charlie Zamora, Warrior Z Barbell Club at 145 kilos.
All right, so we are back for the clean and jerks in the men's big boy session, I guess you can call it.
We could call that.
We are at day 2 of the Arnold, and we are off on this session. It's going to be from this group that the big prizes are awarded.
And Charlie's starting us off.
$145 kilos for Charlie.
All right.
All right, and Zamora opens up with a very nice clean and jerk at, unfortunately that is a no lift. My apologies. No lift at 145.
So I think we could start heckling the refs at this point. I like to think of it as very similar to the UFC. When it comes down to a decision, you got to take it out of the referee's hands. You have to just make your list no doubters.
Absolutely.
And anything soft is going to be called into question. And quite frankly, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of a red light.
This is true.
So Charlie's going to repeat with 145 for his second attempt. He has clean and jerked, I'm pretty sure, 165. I know he's done 165 at Nationals. But like we mentioned, he's just a couple of months removed from back surgery, and he's just here to play. He's just here to have fun and sell coffee.
Come on. Whoa. Come on, Charlie. That's better.
They're going to give this to him.
Gets the down signal.
All right.
Good lift, majority
decision, 2-1.
Good lift.
All right, so now we've got 146 on the bar for Cornell, and
Loaders, please take the bar to 150
he just moved to 50. Zamora moved to 50 for his third. Cornell is in at 50 for his opener. Order of lifting.
Cornell,
First attempt
Zamora,
goes. I think it's pretty clear to say, I don't think he's had surgery, but it's pretty clear to say that Cornell has not been training like he has in years
Not with
past.
a 150 opener.
Yeah.
I think this is more of a sentimental meet for him.
Yes.
So, and I can respect that.
Yep. So similar to what Zamora is doing. He's here to have fun. This is a meet he's done very well at over the years. This is a meet he's enjoyed lifting at over the years. He's been part of some of the very best sessions that we've had here.
Yes, he has.
Nationals, tight competitions. Even out of shape,
solid.
Kevin can move. Kevin, he's got good technique. You know, it's still fun to watch an experienced lifter lift. You know, and that's what we have with Kevin.
I think Kevin, I don't know how consistent Kevin's training has been over the years, and that's going to really show itself in the clean and jerk.
All right, so here's Charlie Zamora's third attempt, 150 kilos.
That's about 90% of his best, so I think Charlie's given as much as he can. And I'm glad he got a total, which is great.
And he's walking a little gingerly off the platform there.
All right, the bar has been loaded to 160 kilos. The lifter is Kevin Cornell.
That's not right. The loaded,
the clock now.
65 is blue. Yeah, they do have it right. All right, so we've got 160 on the bar, 160 kilos, 352.
Cornell, Stimmo, Shuttleworth.
Love the way he moves under the bar.
Let's see how he steps through here.
No problems. That was a better lift. That 60 was better than 50.
It was. Well, and again, that's
the odds are I think he'll jump to 70.
He might. And here's Stemmo. Like we mentioned, Stemmo last year was the silver medalist at the 2015 National Juniors in the 85 kilo class. And curious to see what he clean and jerked there. He clean and jerked 149.
149?
It's almost exactly a year ago.
Wow. Well, we're far from 149.
Yeah, but
very nice.
Something. You see that band around his neck there?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a no lift at 164 kilograms for Stimmo.
Oh, that was a rough jerk.
It was, and you know, he had a very nice day. He looked very good in the snatches. Is that he's clearly made progress from a year ago when he was a junior, but he does still have some ground to cover before he can call himself one of those international elite or international level lifters for us.
And he's the youngest youngest person in this session by far.
Just being here amongst this lift,
absolutely.
This is a great experience for somebody like Nathan to be in this group right now. And quite frankly, in the snatches, hanging in. You know, he was pretty deep into the group. So here he is on his second, 164. Could be wearing that neck piece.
I think it's a cut on his neck, yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
Better clean. Good job.
Yes, much better.
That's
much
a nice
better.
Lift. That's a good comeback.
Okay, that was good.
That was good. Don't forget, we've got prizes that go all the way down to 8th place.
Oh, it's 8th place. I thought it was 6th place.
8th, but don't forget 8th and 9th are
$100.
So you basically get your entry
and
fee
then
back.
And then a ham sandwich.
And then a ham sandwich. You get to come back next year. Nice.
Solid.
Turned around, situated himself right here. That back leg. How he gets under the split. He has a nice bend to the back leg. Everything about that.
Yeah, that was a really good lift.
Probably wiser play.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if you're saying potential right now, could he do 170? Sure, but it would all have to line up right.
Right.
55 kilograms is on the bar. Your lifter is Kevin Cornell.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised at 165 the way that 160 looked, but I don't know how he's feeling.
Exactly. I don't know how he's feeling, but I to your point, having seen Kevin lift over the years, I would not have been surprised at all to see 170 on the bar right now. increase this. We'll have a 300 kilo total.
Well, maybe 165 was the right call. That's
He
nice.
made it.
Very
It's
nice.
a good lift.
Speed into the bar there
Hey, look,
from
5 for
Kevin
6 on the
Cornell.
day.
That is
You got to feel good about that, especially
Very nice
if
job
he hasn't been training all that
All
much.
right, loaders, take it
300
to
total,
171
not bad
kilograms.
walking around strength.
All right, the
Junior.
bar has been loaded.
But this would
Clock
have,
starts
if it
now.
were a
The
year ago,
lifter,
been very
Nathan
good for him.
Stimo, Milwaukee Barbell Club.
Well, if it was
171.
last year, he would have been clean and jerk at 140.
That's right.
So
But either way, he just made a really nice 64.
I definitely think he's capable of doing this. I said, around 70, 71 is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, there it is. All had to go right, and it was. Good clean.
Yeah. It's interesting because the timing at the bottom of the dip was a little bit off.
A little bit stiff.
Yeah, I thought that he missed that
Wave.
rebound of the bar.
Yeah.
Shuttleworth lifts for garage strength.
All right, so here's DJ Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth,
I'd be interested to see what his jerk looks like.
175 is his opener. He snatched 135 on his opener, missed 143 and 145 in the snatch on his second and third attempts. Weighed in at 94.24.
Okay, that actually was better than I thought it was going to be.
All right. A little bit of work on the clean, but he drives it nice and easy overhead.
He's on the board with
He's
that.
on the board.
From what I could tell, his best clean and jerk ever is 180.
It's great.
All right, stop the clock for a moment. We are having a change in lifting order.
All right, so I guess Jack's
Shuffling.
going up.
Shuffling the cards around a bit. So there were a couple of lifters that were on this start list that I didn't know had scratched. We had Mike Nakul from Pittsburgh Barbell.
Oh, that's right.
Was
He's not
originally
here.
entered, but he didn't lift. And Caleb Ward was actually entered. Caleb was a former MDA muscle driver lifter. Caleb, as a junior, clean and jerk 200 kilos at the Arnold a few years ago.
That's right. I remember that.
I remember it was awesome. All right, so here's Koppenhaver's first attempt. 180 kilos. £396 pounds. We're closing in on 400.
Oh, not quite.
See, he split back just a little bit, and then the arms gave. It's just that the bar was a little bit in front of him.
He's got to be a little bit more aggressive in how he finishes that jerk with the arms.
But as it was, even though he's a little bit heavier now than his best days as a 77, he damn near snatched a PR.
Yeah, I know.
But here in the clean and jerk, he's opening up with 180. So maybe time has taken its toll.
The
on his
time
legs
is going to erode the clean and jerk much more than the snatch. But he's still 31 years old. It's still impressive.
This is huge lifting. This is good. This is better than good. This is
yeah.
awesome.
No problems there.
Well within him on the board. And you got to figure with this, we'll see how this shakes out. But by simply making this total, he's now moved the bar, or the Sinclair number, the lead line, if you will, up to 418. All right, so now we've got Koppenhaver's clock is running at 181. He made or missed 180. But that's not Koppenhaver coming out.
All right, come on, let's get behind Kyle. 181 kilos, folks. Big weights.
So it is Dostershell. Koppenhaver.
There he is. Okay.
The board just updated. So this is Dostershell's opening attempt. 81 is the weight, and we think 80 is his PR.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. 180 is his best.
Crashed on him a little bit, but he's real strong. It didn't really affect him too much.
Nice.
Nice. So a little bit balanced front on that, so I think that's why he had a little bit of a problem recovering. But obviously, not enough to affect him.
Ostershill now, with 2 attempts to go, is at a 331 total. That's the best official total he's ever made. But his 330 was as a 94, and he is a little bit heavier.
Yes.
So he's technically a 105 today, but this is still a lifetime best performance already, and he's got 2 attempts to go.
That's great. Now let's see if Daniel can right the ship here.
He's having kind of a tough day. Better clean.
Much better. Much
Very
better.
soft, but that works for me. I would give him whites. Hopefully the refs do as well, and they did. He's made 85. Indiana State Open.
All right.
Back in 2014.
So it's been a while.
Been a little while. I could say that he's due. Nope. He's reported that he's done 190, but I could not find the competition where he did it. But if he says he does 190, my answer is, yes, you did.
Hey! Oh, well, I mean, they didn't straighten, but I don't think his elbow is straight.
It was soft. You know.
Now DJ's up at 183.
Russman moved up to 86, so it'll be a little while before we see him again. That's a healthy jump here for DJ.
Yep.
75 on his opener.
Come on now.
Legs for it.
Straight try. Let's go. Straight try.
Yeah.
Heavy there.
It's more of a push than a drive, and you're not going to be able to do that with the jerk.
So if we look at the scoreboard right now, there is a very clear leader in Krzysztof Shramiak. So the benefit of lifting heavier, obviously, is that you get to go last. If Krzysztof can, frankly, lift big, he will set a big enough lead that it might not matter. You know,
and I don't know if he's ever lifted
in
in a meet before where he had $9,000 on the line. So that might be a little bit of an added motivation.
The board says 183. The scoreboard behind you says 83, but this is 185.
Yes. Wow.
Easy.
Lincoln, it's over.
It should not look that easy.
Clean and jerk. That is a good lift at 185 kilos.
So that's 407 pounds.
For a guy that weighs 176 pounds or so.
Yep.
Final attempt for DJ Shuttleworth. Lifting order, Shuttleworth.
Shuttleworth.
Unless something dramatically changes, I don't know if he's going to be able to make this jerk. Even on his first jerk, it was a little bit of a slow drive. And on the second one, it was a total push. Well, that's not going to matter.
And that is a no lift. You can tell from this vantage point that he put his elbows on the quad. You just can't do it in weightlifting.
2 for 6 day for Shuttleworth, 35.75. Lifted a little heavy today. Didn't make weight as a 94, but I don't think there's any doubt we'll see him at Nationals.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so now we've got Ostershill at 86.
Is the lifter, 186 kilos.
We mentioned earlier this is already the best day in terms of weight lifted for him in his total. He's set a personal best of 331. This will give him 336. Ostershill currently at 384. You got to figure if he makes this, this will move his Sinclair up to that 389 range, I think. I'll probably give him 4 or 5 points.
I don't know about that.
It's going to be on the border.
He gets the down signal. A little bit of a fight on that 186.
Majority decision.
Good lift, majority
Good lift.
decision. Very nice job.
But with that good lift, it moved his Sinclair up to that number up to 388, which for the moment will have him sitting second.
Yes.
Here's Russman. This is Russman's second attempt. He's currently in that 338 range.
All
if he
right,
makes
Jack,
this, he
show
made
us how it's
182
done.
on his opener. If he makes 186 here, you got to figure this will give him probably 2 or 3 points based on his body weight. So I don't know that this is going to move him up in the
No,
standings
it's kind of
much.
like throwing a chair off to Queen Mary. It's not going to affect the weight too much.
But it is a big lift.
It is a big lift, very much so.
And with this total, he is more than qualified for the Senior Nationals.
Probably not the A session, though.
Hey!
Maybe not. Well, but there's not always a B session for
This
the
is
pluses.
true.
310 is the qualifying total for the Nationals.
Oh, so he's well.
He's well above that.
All right.
And this was a better lift. This was a better attempt here.
Easy work.
Good lift.
Good
That was a
job.
much better lift than his second attempt.
All right, so here's
So this is
Christoph.
3 kilos off his best ever.
Shramiak has done 192, so it's 4
Oh,
kilos.
4 kilos. Okay.
He did that back in 2010
Big weights.
at the Polish Nationals.
This is quite a significant lift for him.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Wow.
This is what an Olympian looks like. That's a 2-time Olympian. 5 for 6. 343 total. He weighed 80, just under 81 kilos, and right now he has drawn the line in the sand.
He's going to be tough to beat.
It's going to be work to beat him. He's got a 4. He just fell off the board. We'll get it from Javier. Get the number there from Javier, what his Sinclair is. I think it's going to be about 430.
427.11.
All right, so here's Copenhagen's third attempt. He made 181. This is a very nice jump here. Another one is qualified for Senior National, so hopefully we'll see him in a couple of months in Salt Lake City.
Oh, no.
Just too heavy.
Yeah, that looked like it was heavy, you're right.
Heck of a pull, though, but he is credited with 181.
2 for 6. Not the greatest day, not what you draw up in the playbook, definitely, but still 321 total. He got that, what we were calling that soft call, if you will,
Yes.
on his 88.
Well, let's see, like you say, let's see if he can put any doubt out of anybody's mind. And you have control over that.
And 190, this is 418 pounds. 190, and actually 195 is really the milestone because you get that green plate on the bar. But
Right.
once you start, coming up into these huge weights, 190 is a nice number at any body weight. Good job, though.
Wow, that was a good lift. That's fantastic. He left no doubt, no doubt.
That's exactly what we were talking about. That is as good as it can be.
Dawson Schill closes out with 340.
That's probably going to be good enough to keep him in the top 8 here. So Russman, 191. As mentioned, he told us that 190 was his best ever. So with 191, this could be a new personal best for Russman. It's something that we're saying a lot of, and it's really nice to do. We're seeing some really big lifts.
Yes.
These guys came here to go big, and they're getting it done. This is 420 pounds. That's the number. All right, so he cleaned it, but no lift there.
But he is credited
Great
with
effort.
186 on his
And
second attempt on a very strong day.
I don't know that anybody expected Jarmiak to be that good. All right, so here's Osorio. Osorio snatched a personal best 165. This will give him 360.
365 is
We think that's the line in the sand to get into the top 15 in the country for the Olympic trials in May. We think he's going to need to do 200. This is a very solid argument, very solid opener.
Hold it.
Oh,
He's okay. They're going to give him this.
And that is a good opening attempt
All right.
at 195.
Was a little soft overhead, but I like the decision. I'm glad they gave him that. We've got Vardanyan here at 195. If he's successful with this, I think this will move him into second place overall on the money. And I got a feeling that that's where it'll stay, no matter what he clean and jerks, no matter what he takes in the series, because I just can't imagine from a 195 opener that he'll end out
right
at 215.
Wow. Jumps 10 kilos each lift, he can do it, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
But this is the get on the board lift. Very easy clean with 195.
And that's been his nemesis, is the jerk.
So that's 429 pounds. The athletes here are tested randomly. And there's probably 2 or 3 so far. I think Vanessa Frost was the athlete selected for the random testing out of the women's group that just went. All right, so now here's Ethan Herrick, 195. This is a big opener for Ethan.
What's his best clean and jerk?
Well, last year he did 190 here, so he's already above that. I think his best was 201 in the 105s. Ooh.
All right. Looks slow. Well, he looks slower than normal.
Yeah, we've seen in the past. All right, so here's David Garcia.
He's not happy with what he's done so far, I'm sure.
Easy clean jerk for him has always been the question mark. A little soft, but I think he's going to be all right with this. I didn't see any press out.
He gets the down signal, and that is a
good lift.
All right.
He had shoulder surgery.
Yes, he had shoulder surgery.
So with that, Garcia's at 405 on the Sinclair table. That's got him sitting second.
It looks like Christoph is going to run away with it.
Christoph is going to be the clear leader and winner here. I think we can say that safely. But right now, Norik has to get, Vardanyan's in second. Garcia's in third right now. But right now, Norik Vardanyan needs to make a clean and jerk. This is his second attempt. He did 203, I think it was, in Russia in December. Good job. Good comeback. Good lift.
Yes.
All right. Much stronger lift that time.
I know he's not thrilled with that. We've seen him do much more, but that's going to be enough to get a check cut to him, I think. 201. I got to find that. That's going to annoy me.
Let's see what Ethan does here.
All right, so here's Herrick.
Much better.
He's got legs. There's no question about that.
Now, this is really an odd jerk. It's really slow. But
much sharper clean, unfortunately. The push jerk.
Well, maybe the third one he puts it all together.
Your lifter.
So as he recovers from the clean, he's in good position here. Dip is okay. Drive is all right. He seems to be secure. The bar's just in front of him. He never really gets under it. He never really gets it locked out.
Stop the clock. Herrick is electing to go up.
Yeah, it's amazing how stupid callus can just be painful to get it to your head.
Especially in the snatch. Oh, boy. It makes it very hard to hold on to the bar.
See, he's taped up pretty good. Sometimes we used to travel around with crazy glue. You just throw crazy glue in there, and it's like a shot of pain. But it helps. It works.
Let's see. You got to make this clean easy. You got to stand right up. You can't afford to mess around down there.
Good clean. If he can get his arms around, he stands up. That's what he did there. He just needed more weight. Oh.
Wow.
He fights for every bit, and that is a good lift.
That's a great lift.
Well done, Ethan.
That showed some
intestinal fortitude.
Yes, I was going to say something else, but the intestinal fortitude is better. Total.
362 total. What does that do for him on Sinclair? That's
394.
So 394 for the
0.81.
moment.
Oh, this is a big lift for Osorio.
All right, so this will most certainly secure a spot at the Olympic trial for D'Angelo Osorio. So this is a big lift for him. He does have two more. 367 is going to put him in real good position. Great clean.
Chest down and drive. Hold it.
D'Angelo Osorio's
He's really lifting well
for the Olympic trial, and with that number, he is going to be in the top 15. He's got one trip, so he needs to be on the Pan Am team anyway.
Yes.
Because whoever goes to the Pan Ams will be on the Olympic team. Whoever does the best at Pan Ams.
So strong.
Hold it. Push up.
Hold
Push
it.
up. Push up.
Fought. Unfortunately, not quite there for Garcia.
Doesn't seem to be his day today. And this is a big, now we have Norik jumping from 195 to 204, which is a huge jump.
Well, we've seen this before from Norik.
Yes.
He's not afraid of a healthy jump.
No. I mean, he'll clean this for sure.
Yes.
Push the front foot. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, wow,
That's a great lift.
Based on the opener, I don't know that if I would have told you that I thought Norik Vartanian had 204 in him today. That was great. Yeah, David took the risk on his second attempt. He missed 65, jumped to 70. And he had a great effort, but unfortunately he missed that too. So, yeah, this is Osorio's third place finish.
But he's not going to go 210.
Well, he can come back down.
Yeah, he's going to come back down.
Why would he do that?
Well, especially because his coach is the same. So it's not like they're trying to outwit each other.
No. So, Osorio is going to have a $2,000.
Unfortunately, a no lift for
that
David
is too bad.
Garcia. 210. Here we go, folks. Get behind
Will this do it?
Big one.
We're trying to figure out right now.
So that'll be 416.
It's not going to win him the money. Vartanian has what?
No, that can't be. It can't be right.
What does Vartanian have?
423.
So this will definitely get him ahead of Vartanian. He's at 417 now.
He's at 417 now. This has to put him in first.
Oh,
Wow.
Straight. Hold it.
Holy cow!
And hang on a second. That is huge.
That's got it.
All right, we're going to wait for the system to update here before we go off air for the next group because we got to know what this does. This is a huge total for D'Angelo Osorio. He is without a doubt in the Olympic trial. And let's see what this Sinclair number is for him. Well, right now, we think as it stands, Krzysztof Zarmiak, two-time Olympian, $9,000 cash prize. Norik Vartanian, second place, $4,000. D'Angelo Osorio with a huge 210-kilo clean and jerk. It's good for $2,000. And then right behind him at $800, I think that's going to be David Garcia. Tremendous, fantastic group of weightlifters. We still have one more session to go on day 2 of the Arnold. We're going to take a few-minute break. We'll probably have the two doctors back for it. So everybody enjoy what we've got left.
And this is Sean Waxman from Waxman's Gym.
And JP Nicoletta, thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.